we can't avoid this question about the BJP being called by the international media very regularly fascist, right? So there are people like, I was looking at an Al Jazeera report.
You see,
and
I have been following
they're
some of
saying
these
that,
reports. It's very interesting.
yes,
It's like the First World War.
yes,
So long Hitler didn't attack Soviet Union, he was not a fascist.
that's right.
But when he attacked Soviet Union, so he became a fascist. So you see, without understanding and just by projection, I start saying so and so is a fascist, so and so is this, so and so is that. I'll not agree with that.
That's right.
Certain times, the kind of propaganda which the media carries out. Now, no sympathy for any, warmonger or any terrorist and all. But you look at the way Saddam Hussein was projected. That he is having his nuclear army, he has hidden gas chamber, war gases and all those things. Nothing was found.
Yeah.
So it's very easy if something doesn't suit your politics. And I'm very sorry to say this, that today even everything has become marketing, paid marketing.
Yes.
Now, how many journalists are there? Or how many channels are there? Or how many newspapers are there? I'll give you an example. There's some journal in America which published that the F-16 was not shot by the Indian Air Force.
Right.
And they didn't quote any American government source.
Right.
And the media in India picked that up.
Yeah.
And started questioning that. And then the Indian Air Force Vice Air Marshal came. He showed the radar screens. He showed how these three planes had taken off from where they were flying, where from our plane took over, how the air battle went on. All those things went into that.
Yeah.
So by mere projecting certain things,
yeah,
it's very easy that you may call BJP a fascist. Like, tell me one thing. Why don't they call Congress a fascist? Because in Congress, no one other than that, within quotes, Gandhi family can be the Congress president.
Yes. Exactly.
You tell me. And it's a monarchy. What are their qualifications? Other than that, I may be 100 times more qualified, but I'm not born into that so-called Gandhi family. So I won't have a following.
Yes.
I very strongly attack this media in the West, which calls BJP a fascist.
Yeah.
They don't know the functioning. They haven't seen the functioning. And they, in fact, on the other hand, I'll say that there's a lot of delays in certain things in India of over-democratization,
Yes.
Because I've seen this happening in the Congress regimes and all, or even when the CPI, Communist Party aligning with Congress, appoint this one here, appoint this one here, appoint this one here, decide it. Here there are views and differences within BJP in such things, and they debate over it, and then they go for decision making rather than this kind of a thing which is being projected into that it's not democratic. And I can't understand that also, that a political party whose leader had imposed emergency in India, killed all the civil liberties, killed all the rights of the people, put people behind the bars. There was nothing then the Rowlatt Act of the British did in 1919. Incidentally, tomorrow happens to be the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy's 100 years.
Yes.
And all. And that party is not fascist.
Which is the Congress party you're talking about.
Which is a Congress party. That is not fascist. The communists are not fascists, where there are no elections and nothing. That is only the Politburo and all, whilst the dictators are out over there. So I don't agree with this game, which goes on. And I'll tell you Western press, biases. 2 days back only in Canada, some conference was held at an Islamic center, which called Hindu gods, Shiva, Vishnu, and others, rapists.
Right.
Has the Western press condemned that?
Exactly.
When they say secular, and when they say that they treat everyone else. Now, where is this liberal Western press, I'll give you other examples in that regard. The bias is showing into that. China. In UN, they support the terrorist.
Yeah.
very badly with Pakistan, who talks of Islamic things and all. And what has China done itself to Muslims in China? They don't even allow azan. They don't allow you to keep a beard. They don't allow you loudspeakers on mosque and all those things in China. So what is this game?
Yeah.
In this kind of a situation. And one more thing. No, I want to say one more thing here, which who call us fascists. Please don't forget that in 1970-71, how many Muslim Bengalis were shot and killed and raped by the Pakistani forces there in East Pakistan? I want an answer to that. I want an answer to this, that how many Afghan Muslims were killed by Pakistani forces and the Taliban? And I want an answer to this, how many Balochs are killed every day in Pakistan? Aren't they Muslims? People talk of minority rights, and this Western press is projecting that in India, the minorities are in danger and minorities are living under threats. And some of the minority leaders, just because of votes, make those statements. Are Baba, had India been dictatorship and had India been fascist, how come you are allowed to speak so freely and so openly what you are speaking over here?
Yeah.
What is the condition of minorities in Pakistan? How do they treat Shias? How do they treat Ahmadiyas? How do they treat Sufis? How do they treat Christians? How do they treat Hindus? Over there the Western press is absolutely silent.
That's right.
And there are reasons for that, that why the Western press is taking an anti-India stance. There are definite reasons behind it. And I know the reasons, what the reasons are.